Welcome back to this Thirsty Thursday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco, and every day the show just gets better and better. And a lot of our guests you're starting to get to know because we don't just rotate these people through the next best thing. We try to bring you the real people who know what's happening and then keep bringing their insights back to you to broaden your mind and your soul, hopefully. And today joining us again is Howard Husock. He's with the Manhattan Institute. He's a City Journal contributing editor and the author of the new book, Who Killed Society?
Civil Society.
Civil Society. I misread the teleprompter. Howard, you want to know something? Before we get into Who Killed Civil Society?
Yeah.
Most days, people ask me this all the time, I don't use a teleprompter.
Okay.
Because it screws me up when I have to focus in on it, you know what I mean? And I just screwed up. If I didn't have it, I'd probably know it. So I'm sorry I screwed that up.
That's okay.
You were a great guest the last time.
Thanks.
In consideration for that, we're keeping you here hostage for 2 segments. And the discussion on who killed civil society probably needs more than 2 segments, but I personally think email was the genesis moment of the destruction of society. That's what I personally think.
Well, it certainly has undermined civility because people think they can say whatever they please and there's no consequences.
That's right.
I'm talking about something related but a little bit different.
Yes.
Civil society.
Yep.
And people say, well, what the heck is civil society? And I define it this way. Everything that is illegal in China.
Got it.
So churches, the state's got to authorize them in China. Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, even vendors will go door to door. It's all illegal in China. So the whole world outside of government that we take for granted, that's trying to make the world a better place, civil society, that is something that is exceptional about America. We take it for granted like the air we breathe, but it is exceptional. And it's being withered away, and that's why I've written the book.
Well, I'm on a similar point to you, and when I say I think email killed civil society in some ways, the afterbirths of social media and more
Yes.
interactivity certainly killed civility in public discourse. But as soon as people started adopting email, then Big Brother here in the U.S. was able to gather so much more information, and people email freely. You never know who's watching it. So, especially under Obama, they were cracking down on, Fox News. They had the IRS cracking down on Fox News reporters. A lot of stuff, unfortunately, they don't want to admit it, but they get it through email.
Right, and one of the things that's related to the theme of my book is that when people are going on Facebook, when people are part of these social media groups, they may think they're part of a group. But it's not the same as when you went to the church supper. It's not the same as when you brought your girl to the Girl Scouts. Meeting face to face and having what some people call social capital, a fancy term, that is what we need in America. And government is actually, believe it or not, whether it's by snooping or other things, has started to squeeze that out because it does so much and it's changed that civil society.
So, Howard, just so folks understand what you're talking about when we say who killed civil society, you write that over the last 100 years or so, we've always had social welfare spending. And when we come back, I want to ask you how it's changed from a formative structure to a reformative structure. Stay tuned. We'll continue with Howard Husock next. You're watching Liquid Lunch.